High School Hoops Talk, the basketball edition. Make sure we get that right. I'm your boy E. Talley with,
This is Mad Dog 2020, super supporter of Super Sports Media. Let's get this thing popping.
and I know it's Hoops Talk, but I wanted to make sure they know this is the basketball edition and let them know South San Antonio ISD put on. They put on. They had some great matchups this weekend.
Great local matchups, man.
That's what it's all about. That's what we all about. We all about the local stuff. Yeah, it's great to see us go out there and get wins in Austin, Houston, and Dallas. But hey, man, we saw some great matchups this weekend at three different tournaments. We're talking South San, we're talking Southwest ISD did a phenomenal job. And as usual, the Matador tournament always comes through.
I was out there for that tournament,
That's
and
why I said it. That's why I
uh,
brought it up.
they didn't necessarily have what you would call your juggernauts, but they had some damn good competitive games going on out there, though. I was
So can
there.
I tell you,
I
can
was
I
there
tell
in
you
the
this? They,
flesh.
they always do. They always do. They don't have the big names. They don't have the big wigs. They have the names.
Hey, I think we got our first call. Hold on, let me see. Let me see
Go
if this is
ahead.
our first call. Mr. Hollowell, you hot on the line with the talking head. What can we do for you, good sir? What's good?
Put on speaker.
Is it about the show?
What show?
Oh, I'm live on the show right now. I thought you was calling in with a question. Okay, will do. It's online right now. Oh, you can't watch it. We post the links afterwards. Okay. All right, y'all, when we're done. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, false alarm. Got
It's
excited
all good.
because he follows Steele. So I thought
It's
maybe
all good.
thought
It's all
maybe
good
he
in the
was
hood,
calling with a
man.
with a question on, you know,
Why would still be three and not two?
ding 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 ding
Nah,
ding.
nah. We gonna find that out this Friday, 12/12/25 at the Knights home. What do they call that? The Knights round table or something? They just call it the dungeon or something? What do they call that?
The
I'm supposed
layer.
to know that. I'm
We're
gonna do some research on that. I'm gonna find out what we
Don't
calling
you
it.
have three
All
kids
right.
that graduated from Steele?
Again, that's why I just said we. I said we. I said we. We're gonna
I
look
don't
into
have
that.
I haven't seen. I don't have any kids that graduated from Steele.
No, no, we do though. We do over here. We do over here. We French. We French.
Okay, so I'm gonna
We,
let you get that Snapple fact of the day.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna hold off of putting the list up because once the list comes up, it takes over the whole screen. So we just become little boxes. So I want us to stay big boxes right now
But we can
and
talk
talk
about it though.
basketball. And I noticed you got a new background. You got a new
Hold
backdrop,
on,
my
hold on.
guy. Yeah, I give you a second. I give you a second. Let you do what you do. I can fill this space. I know how to fill space. So you
Yeah,
have
I
a new
got a new
backdrop.
background.
You have
Yeah,
a new
man.
backdrop. See, I left mine. I'm in the man cave. I haven't been in the man cave in a minute. We back. Like I said, we back. Hey, we back old school, baby. We back old school. We back in the man cave, dog. Every Sunday night, we back at the dungeon,
There
the
you go.
Night Slayer.
There you go.
So what's
So
up with the
yeah.
two what's up with the two them Broncos and them Patriots you got back there? What's going on
So
with that?
we had some furniture move, with our list, and
A lot of it.
yeah, man, and we had some shifting, some sticking and moving, some furniture moving. But these two are newcomers to the party, and let me see. I'll say Brandeis for last. Uh, no, actually, we'll talk about Brandeis first. Uh, sorry, Coach Tap. Still love you though. You still my dog. Uh, Brandeis has been playing ball. Brandeis didn't make our list off the rip, right? They weren't on our preseason because I had no input on the preseason. And then out after the first week, we didn't have intel on Brandeis because they came out the gates with a not so good showing against O'Connell.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta quest that elephant in the room you just brought in here, knocking down the walls as he came in. He said you didn't have no hold on. And then hold on. Not only did you bring the elephant in, you drove it with you followed with a bus with your bus cap on.
I
Just
think
boop,
he's
boop,
paying,
boop, boop,
I
kept
think
on.
he's gonna be paying attention. I think he's gonna be paying attention.
No, no. I was like, hold on. Did he just run me over with the elephant in the room? Listen, he did have input, but I'm not going to tell you what team. But I did put a team in there that he didn't want me to put in there, but I wanted to put them in there. So that's why they in there. They gonna make they run. They gonna make they run. I'm telling you that now. Watch district. They
No,
coming
no,
back in
no.
district.
They want O'Connor in the top 10 because we only came out with the top 10. And
Exactly. I
at
didn't
that
want to put.
time,
Hey, listen. See, I wasn't gonna do like you and put my bus cap on because I got a bus cap
over my own
downstairs
damn
now.
self.
You know what I'm
Me.
saying? I got the bus cap on.
I'm me.
Or I got one I could go put on, but I don't want to do that. I'll let you go ahead. But go ahead and finish the story. I'm sorry.
But anyhow, and so with Brandeis, we had several schools that we didn't know, which way they was gonna go, and they came out the gate and took a little butt whooping to O'Connor. So we was like, and we moved on from Brandeis. Well, since that little butt whooping, and then they took Steele to the absolute wire three, it was actually three, in their own gym. Brandeis been kicking butt and taking names, and they continued that path out in the Seguin tournament this past weekend. They knocked off number 8 on our list, Central Catholic, that was undefeated, gate in their first loss. Then they went on to knock off number 13 on our list, Pieper, and they went on to win that Seguin Matador tournament this past weekend. And again, sorry, Coach Tapp, Coach Gardner, ain't no flying under the radar. We the media. Y'all kicking butt taking names like that. We gonna talk about you. And so Brandeis is rocking and rolling right now. So that's why they're up there. Now, on the other side of the globe, over on the south side, San Antonio Vets. What the hell Coach Petty said to them boys for this weekend? But them boys came out and played some basketball. I'm gonna shut up because you was at that one. I'm gonna let you talk about what Vets did this past weekend.
Oh, not only the vets, not vets took care of business, northeast side of town, off Evans Road. They knocked off Harlan first. That was the eye opener.
Unranked, knocking off numero seis.
And then they knocked off East Central.
Unranked, knocking off numero once.
Eye opener. Eye opener. Taking names and just whooping up on people. And they did it in a fashion to where they did it their way. And that's what I liked about watching them play. Um, that's one of the teams that coach does it his way. He's not getting all the hype of well, I need this kid, that nah, man. He does it his way. He's gonna coach the way he coaches, and you're gonna be respectful, and you're gonna hey, listen, it's not about it's about the program. And that's old fashioned, old school, and we need to get back to that. It's about the program. And that's what a lot of people forget sometimes, man. And I get it. As a parent, you want your kids to make sure that they're getting the best out of that coach and that program. At the end of the day, it's about the program, man. Because this program and what you're part of is setting you up for success to the next level. If you do go to the next level, you got commercials playing on the background there, boss.
Yeah, that was an accident. I'm
So
sorry.
I'm just letting you know.
Trying to give you
So
data.
I didn't. Let me pull up the schedule real quick just so I can make sure I'm right here. I don't want to. I
No,
don't
I'm
want
I'm doing
to
it for you. My,
misquote.
my computer will
I,
stop moving so damn fast.
I don't like to be misquoted, so I like to make sure I say this stuff right. And like I said, when Vets was doing what Vets was doing, I'm not going to fib to you. I was in shock because the first upset was the Davenport deal. To where though Davenport did something first, and I don't know if I know but they knocked off O'Connor first. Let's see here. Let's see here. In the tournament, they started with South Oak Cliff. That's what they started with. And they beat South Oak Cliff. Then they went on to Harlan. They beat Harlan 50-40. And and watching half of that game when I came in, because I didn't, just wasn't thinking that was going to happen. coach had a system to where as though he didn't stall, but he just slowed the game down, and that messed Harlan up. And then Harlan's not making shots, and they start to panic and trying to find a rhythm. And you're not knocking shots down, it becomes hard. It becomes hard, and then it became a possession game to where as though all three of those guys. Let me get their names real quick. As far as his nice little big guys, I call them a nice little big guy crew because Jamichael followed or led by Jamichael Moore. I mean, that young man is a double double. He's going to get you 10 points plus 10 rebounds, easy, easy.
So,
I
so
believe. Go ahead.
think about their run, right? Knocking off South Oak Cliff, and then they went 3-1 against three of our top 15. All four of their last games in the tournament was against our top 15. Harlan, East Central, played Judson, and then Wagner. And so when you play 4 games against the top 15, dude, that's and you go 3-1. Oh man, that's statement right there because I remember vets, right? And I remember why we didn't look at vets. Do you remember why? I remember because
Well,
after Brandeis lost to O'Connor at the beginning and we saw the vets lost to Brandeis, I moved him to the side. I was like, they lost to Brandeis, Brand lost to O'Connor. We ain't looking at vets right now. See you in a little while when district come. So we wasn't paying attention to vets. So to come out and have that showing that they just had in that caliber of tournament, man,
you didn't let me finish talking about the young fellas that anchor that core right there. You're
my
talking
bad,
about
young
it.
fellas. My bad. I was just excited about y'all run that y'all have. My bad. Go ahead. Take care
You
of you.
talk about Zayden Clark also. Those two young men right there play in a way that they clean up everything. And if you don't beat them on the boards, you're gonna have a long night. And just the way they play. Also, the young fella, Anthony Dennis. He was a star of the show one time. He made player of the game, I believe, or spotlight player. He had a good showing. And then, of course, one of our guys that we follow and we have on the show, we had on the show several times already, DJ Jordan, Mr. Charge Leader. Picked up 2 charges again. He is their true utility player. He works hard. He does a great job bringing the ball up. He does a great job facilitating it. Um, I do I do wish he would get his numbers up on the assists. It's not his fault. Sometimes shots don't fall, but for the most part, he does a phenomenal job just playing the game the way coach wants him to play. So those three guys, I just want to make sure I mention those four guys, those four altogether I just mentioned. And yes, after they took on Harlan and beat Harlan, they went on to beat East Central. Now that game was the game out there that just blew my mind. Because the way East Central came out, I wasn't seeing them lose. I wasn't seeing them lose. And then again, Vets plays a different style of play that teams like East Central are not used to seeing. That district that Vets plays in, they all used to that. They all used to that. Slow that ball down, and we gonna take our time. And that's the district that they call it first to 50. That's what that district's called. No, I'm telling you, I was told that this weekend. They play to 50. The first team to 50 is gonna win that game because they slow the ball down and they're gonna move it. And those four guys were the same four guys that were really impactful to their run. Oh no, I apologize. There's one more young fella. Who was it? What's his name? Brandon Haley. Brandon Haley. Nice little guard. He does a really good job, man. Coach depends on him a lot. Him and DJ working together, making sure they set that table. Those guys did a really good job. And again, man, when it mattered, those 2 games against Harlan 6A and also East Central 6A. We talking District 27. We talking District 29. Hey man, it was set up perfectly, perfectly. And then unfortunately they ran into a juggernaut that took them down, and that was who they lose to.
Talking about vets, they lost to Judson. Excuse me, Antonian. Antonian
No,
lost.
Antonian.
Antonian
That's
gave
what they
a
lost
ball
to,
bad butt whooping.
and Antonian put it on them.
Yeah, they did.
Antonian. Well, it's not on there. That's why I said that they didn't put that score in that game in their schedule. Antonian, they got him. They got him. That was a tough game for them. And then they played for like I think it was fourth place, third and fourth place in the tournament, and they faced Wagner, and that game was a game. So they did win that. So like you said, going 4-1 for the weekend. 4-1 for the weekend was really good.
It was a great weekend. Brandeis, what's making Brandeis effective, and I went and did a little bit of homework. They've got such a balanced attack. They've got like 5 to 6 guys that are getting between 8 and 18 points. And so when you got 5, 6 guys where you're pretty much averaging a guaranteed 60 points a night, like you said, first to 50, first to whatever the case may be, but the balanced attack of their team, like anybody on their team can score. And they seem to be playing unselfishly as well. And so you're on our radar. Well, you're off the under the radar. You're out there now, Brandeis. So Brandeis vets, welcome to the party. Good showing these past weekends. And again, congratulations to Brandeis winning that Seguin Matador tournament.
So let's go backwards. Let's go 15 all the way down to one.
They good. Since you covered a lot of that South Sand, which is our higher, I'll take the couple of lower schools because couple of schools went down to Corpus Christi. And we'll just start with 14 and 15. Lanier at 15, and then Madison at 14. Lanier went down there and had a damn good showing. Uh, they ran up against Corpus Christi Vets and lost a heartbreaker at the literal buzzer. Tied up basketball game, a heave, and a 3-point bomb went in at the horn. And so they took Corpus Christi Vets to the wire. Then they knocked off San Antonio Lee, they beat Pioneer, and then they took Bel Air, who's got a 6'10 monster. They played them to 5 points. And so they went 3-2 on the weekend, but it's one of those good feel, great feel 3-2s. One of those that you come back home feeling good because they're very young. They got 3 seniors, and then the majority of their rosters are three stud
28, right?
29s actually, three
Okay.
freshmen and a super soft. So,
Okay.
just to go be able to go compete did well. Madison, same thing. They went 3-2. Uh, beat Rockport, beat Catula, beat Corpus Christi Miller, then lost to Corpus Christi Aikens and lost to Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. So Madison, was coming away from there with a good field 3-2. Of course, nobody wants to lose the last 2 games of the tournament, but Corpus Christi Bets beat everybody down there this past weekend. So losing games like that, it's a good feel. It's feel good, and so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they went down there and they did well this weekend. They put on very good showing this past weekend. Uh East Central at 13. You were at South San tournament, so I'm gonna let you tackle that one.
East Central started out hot, played a tough or scrappy Eagle Pass team. They're not the same Eagle Pass from last year, but again, they still was a scrappy team. They wanted to. I talked to coach after the game, and he said, "Hey, listen, I know the score doesn't reflect how well you think we played." And I told him that's where you're wrong, coach. Watching you last year, having to sit down with you, interviewed you, and talked about just the way you play. I know what you were trying to do. And he said, "That's right. I just wanted the guys to get the exposure." Hey man, I knew whoever we faced was going to be a fight, and again, it was, man. East Central let you know how talented they are at the guard position. Marshawn Bard and Jamel what's Jamel last name? Oh, and
Wolford.
it is Wolfer, right?
Yeah.
Jamel Wolford. Those two are, man. That backcourt is really, really good. Go ahead.
And don't forget Aiden.
So I'm not gonna forget Aiden, but I'm just trying to tell you how they use those two first. They set the table. They're the two, one and two. They really are.
There
Coach
you go.
leans on both of them. Now, the way he has Aiden playing, he's more of a stretch, more coming from that wing. And hey, listen, he looks the part. That young man. No, no, listen. I'm telling you, every time I see him, like, man, you slim. Hey, he slimmed down like he was supposed to, and he's flying all over the place. He's cutting on the back doors. He's coming from high, just coming down. He's what you want from your stretch. He's on all those things. He plays fast too. He plays really fast. And then of course, our guy that's going to be on our show, Chill Will. That young man, he's so versatile. He plays the five. He can play the four. He can play the three. He can play the two. He can play the one. And he can guard all five positions. That's the special part about that young man. Now, of course, it gets a little harder when you're playing the traditional big. But again, he tries his best and he tries to make sure he does a really good job. But you going to say something?
You know what's special about Chill Will?
Go ahead.
As good as he is, he still doesn't know how good he can be. And he still hasn't even untapped and unlocked that yet. When he does, buddy. But East Central, right? After that Eagle Pass game and then knocking off Johnson.
Well, I didn't get there yet. I didn't get there. I didn't get there yet. I was just on Eagle Pass telling how those guys play. I didn't get to you. Calm down, dog. Calm down. Hey, look, I know you wasn't there, but I was giving him some updates and letting him know he was doing good. And of course, everybody else in the city was calling him, letting him know too, because he was down the street at the King tournament. Um, the Johnson one, walking in the gym, and Johnson got these guys on the ropes. Johnson was about to upset them. Johnson had them on the ropes. They just played that following Monday, and again, East Central just whooped up on them. Johnson was about to get their good back. But like all good teams, East Central is one of them. Coach Ray Bond said, calm down, relax. He put a plan together, and man, they start again. Defense. That team is probably by far one of the best defensive teams in the city.
Did he
I
give
ain't
him the
saying they're the
Kobe?
best now. I ain't saying they're the best. So don't be like you see me like you said. No, I did not say they're the best team. I said they're one of the better teams on defense.
Did
Go
he
ahead.
give him the Kobe calm down?
Yeah, he did.
Which
He
calm
did.
down?
He
Was
did.
that
Yeah. He didn't give him the Aaron Rodgers calm down and spell out relax.
man, how
He
you
actually
it was,
he just was like, pump your brakes, man. Let's get together. Third quarter they had a bad third quarter, and I even told one of their guards, I was like, hey man, come on, you got four other guys, share the ball, and that's what they did. That fourth quarter came out, the ball started getting shared. Aiden's flying all over the place. By the way, Aiden's leading the team in points with 23.4 points a game. Um, Mel is leading in assists, 3.7. I'm gonna go ahead and round that up to four. Four assists a game. And overall, Chill Will is leading the team in steals with 2.6. So right there, letting you know they got a balanced attack with those guys. And then unfortunately ran into, like we already spoke on, they're right behind you on your, I believe your right shoulder, and that is Vets. They ran into Vets, and Vets slowed them down and paced the game and made it very, very hard. It was
17 per possession?
hey, it was tough to watch.
17 passes per possession.
It
Red,
was tough to watch.
red carpet only.
Hey, listen, and Vets got every rebound. Vets look like they got every rebound, and they controlled the pace of the game. And it was just like, dang, they ran into a tough team. But but again, they did what they supposed to do. I believe they went on and won their next game. As far as who did they play next after Vets?
They got
No, they
killed.
lost.
But
They lost to Friendswood,
they didn't lose.
which
They got killed.
which well, if you watch Friendswood, they got two guys that man they got three guys. I'm sorry, no, they got three. They got three. They got a 20. They got two 27s and a 29 that can again 89 points can score with the best of them. And that's one thing I love about Coach Raybon. Win, lose, or draw, he's putting stuff in. Max Prep has his stuff. He's putting his stuff in there. Hey man, he's that's the kind of coaches right there make it easy to do what we do to do the coverage. Because it doesn't matter if you win, it doesn't matter if you lose. He's still making sure his stuffs get updated and he making sure he does it in a timely manner. So shout out to coach and doing that. But yeah, they ran to a Friendswood team that I saw. This the second year I didn't saw them play. and man, they can go. That team can go. So unfortunately, they went 3-2 on the weekend. Not the results overall he wanted, but again, he got some good basketball played, and we got the chance to see that team, and that team is going to make some noise in District 29. Go ahead.
Coaches, we use Max Preps to get a lot of our data, current rosters with current players and up-to-date stats would be really beneficial so we can accurately report data. We don't want to guess. We like to report facts and we like to highlight children. Your children, please help us. Thank you. Signed, your super supporter of Super Sports Media, Mad Dog 2020.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, let's go ahead with you. Who you got now? Who's next? We got
Uh,
East Central.
so Pieper, they were out in Seguin, and
Oh,
man,
oh,
what?
we're going up.
Yeah, we're going backwards off the original list before the new list. I'm going from
Got
the
it.
yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Uh, Piper was out in Seguin, playing bully ball. Good bully ball. Hey yo, it's been about a year since I saw Mason Thomas in action, right? One, he bulked up. That kid is so unselfish. I was reffing
Facts.
the game. Listen, it's true. So I'm reffing the game, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I had them against St. Mary's. Was they St. Mary's Hall, Sam Houston? I don't know. It's Sam Houston. Have him against Sam Houston. And he comes out, he scores the first 8 points. And Coach Coleman, hey man, 2-3, man. Hey man, yeah, 2-3, just crowd him. Like, cause Trey, our guy Trey turned
Straight Spears.
like, Coach, hey man, what do you want us to do with that? And we can't, because it was just it's too easy, right? So they go a super duper tight 2-3 zone. He put his athletes just in there flying around, kept it tight. And of course, coach adjusts to the zone buster offense. I watched this kid turn down not one, not two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15 shots. He's catching the ball in the middle. And if he wanted to every single time, he could have just drove and been a bully and just finished at the rim because there's nobody to stop that, or B just took the mid-range. And do you know, I don't know if he's just working on thinking on next level, let me start transition. I don't know. But to watch how selfless he played, getting his shooters, you know what I'm saying? And they got some snipers, boy. Let me tell
Mm-hmm. Luke
you.
Garrison.
Listen, 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 and listen. You know what's the best part about their shooters? The green light confidence from the sideline coach. They miss a couple. Hey, that's a shot that we want. Keep taking it. To hear
Mm-hmm.
that as a basketball player, as a 16, 17-year-old kid from your
Mm-hmm.
coach, miss a couple of bad ones, normally you look into the sideline thinking that horn buzzing. You look to the sideline and he's telling you, hey, great shot. Make the next one.
Yeah. Keep shooting.
Keep
I
shooting.
like to hear that. I love
And
when they say that. They
so,
say, "Keep shooting, kid."
so watching them with that kind of selflessness, because it's the whole team with that
Right.
concept,
Right.
it was impressive. They knocked off Central Catholic, but they eventually ran into
Brandeis.
the Broncos, and then Broncos took care of them in the nail biting championship game. They beat them by 3 out in the championship game. And so again, kudos to Brandeis, but Piper's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And if Mason ever decides to be mean, people have trouble coming their way. Lord Jesus, golly.
But last year their Achilles last year was doggone Steele in that tournament. They played
Right.
Steele in that tournament last year and still won it all.
Yep.
So I swore it was gonna be their year. I was like, oh, Piper's winning that. I did not know, and this is why I say, it's about being talking heads. Because again, I'm sure if you ask somebody who watches basketball, they're gonna say, "Oh no, I saw this coming." I don't think they saw this coming. I can't. Again, if the fans can. The fans, yes, fans always see it before we do. Fans see it. Fans see that kind of stuff, but we don't. So and that's the great part about sports. So to see them still, get to the championship round and unfortunately still don't get the results, but still they there. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. So we got. Go ahead. I hope you about to talk about number 11, right?
Ryan Taplin and Mark Gardner saw it coming. Listen, I'm on the court ref another game, and Tap made
Uh-huh.
sure to let me know that we were slipping and
Uh-huh.
tripping, and let me know their little resume that they had built up after that,
Uh-huh.
the bomb and then the nail biter was still. He let me know what they had been doing handling business. So
Yeah, yeah.
way to go get that coach. Take care
Well,
of business.
all I'm gonna say about that is I was there the first game, and coach said, "Give me a second." No, I promise. Ask Gardner. Say, "Hey, what'd you say to Tally after that game?" It was just like, "Hey, give me a second. I'm good. We good. We're not. We're not." He really told me like, "We're not worried. We're good." And sure enough, take still the three. Excuse me. Take still the three,
And
and
they
then.
had still. I mean, they had them to the last 3 minutes, 12 seconds of that game
Mm-hmm.
by
And then
11.
to go out there and win the tournament that still won last year against a team that still beat last year.
Right.
Hey, man, it is that, but that's what you want to do though. You want to, and that's why I said, man, people don't please don't look down on the teams that went to the Seguin Matador tournament. Don't look down on that like, oh, no one goes there. No, quality teams go there. it's a great it's a great, and then the even funnier part about that, coach only goes and gets, I think, like 16 teams. he
Yeah.
does he does not go out and he's not trying to shop a lot of teams. He's just trying to get enough, one to for him to play against, to give him a good run to get ready for the upcoming district.
Yeah.
Two, to make sure if you come there you're going to get some quality games.
No
That's what it's
doubt.
all about. That's what it's all about.
No doubt.
Go ahead. Number 11.
Number 11, Alamo Heights. So Alamo Heights, we talked about their Clemens drop, but then they went out to the Lorena tournament and they took care of business. Their frustration from that Clemens game that they dropped, that they were very capable of winning. Uh, they went out there to Lorena tournament and took care of business. 4-0 tournament champions. Good job, Mules. They 4-0. They took care of business out there. So good job, Heights. Ooh, I'm gonna let you take this next one.
Well, hold on. Let me go back to Heights. I'm glad they rebounded because I promise you, for this team, it's just like when I used to always go cover Clemens. They used
Okay.
to say, "Hey, coach, hey, Italy. Hey, look, my man, stop coming to watch us play because every time you come, we lose." And I say, "Hey, man, hey, the lights is on, baby. The lights is on." You know what I'm saying? Don't you can't say those things. You can't say, well, when you no. That's what it's all about. That's what the city needs, man. Kids gotta understand you gotta play under the pressure. You
Yeah.
gotta play when things are uncomfortable. Because what
Yeah.
you just if you're trying to go to college and play next level, what you think is gonna happen? You're gonna
No
tell the
doubt.
fans in those bigger arenas and stadiums and field houses, hey guys, don't show up today because I want to have a really good game. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
nah, but hey, this next one, man, I'm trying to figure because I
What
got a
next?
lot.
Talking
I
about
got
the
a
next
lot.
thing on the list?
Yeah, next team on the list.
I said it 2 weeks ago.
I
I'll say
know.
it again.
Hmm.
Ari, bleepity bleep bleep bleep, get her.
So I'm trying to make sure I don't be like I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to be brash or conceited or anything like that. I'm just trying to be like, no.
Okay, well, while you think, let me say this.
Go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Let me get my thoughts together. How to preface it
I'm gonna let you handle the
in the
South City tournament.
political
So
in the political right way.
I'm gonna talk about the game. I'm not. I'm gonna talk about the game against Warren. Hey, schools that play against Antonian at Antonian, don't piss off and poke the bear. Don't bring a damn student section talking about overrated and then he drops 40 on your head. Don't piss that man off. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna let you have the rest.
All right. So last year, this how I'm gonna do it. Last year we had a very special player playing last year that I think a lot of people didn't go watch the play. When it got to playoff time, they showed out. They showed out and showed up. Um, this year again, we got a special player. We got a special player that understands the game of basketball. He understands what it is to play at the level he's trying to play at next year and be on that platform. And he has a group of young men playing with him that all understands and respects their role. That's the most important part. They got two great coaches over there that are young, that understand basketball and understand what they're trying to do, and they're putting it all together. They're putting it all together. And everybody, and I mean everybody, is bought in on that program over there called Antonian, Antonian Prep. So their first game of the tournament, it started out, and I'm not gonna fib to you, Mike. I ain't even gonna fib to you. I got you on here. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't expect them to get past Judson. I'll say it on air. They wasn't beating Judson, dog. They wasn't. Um, Judson's too deep, too many guys, and they only got one. That's what I said. That's how I'll publicly say it, and please don't get offended. But I'm just saying, like, hey, there's no way, right? Wrong,
I love your confidence in your Rockets.
wrong, wrong. They met C. Bridgeland. I don't know where that's at. I don't know where Bridgeland's at. I know it's not here. So they beat them, booked up on them, sent them packing. Friday, that was Thursday's game. Friday game was against my Rockets. It was against my. I'll say it proud too. It was against my Rockets. Hey man, this young man was held to 20 points, but he played in such a manner towards though he made sure a young man named Marshall Hicks. I,
Bully,
I'll say his name again. Marshall Hicks showed
bully.
how valuable he was in the last 2 minutes of play. When I say he played his role up until that last 2 minutes, Coach Dunk, now I see what you see. I'll say it again, Coach Dunk, now I see what you see.
Hey, I played against that damn rhythm team. I seen it. Him, Corbin, Lord.
There you go.
And my
Hey,
hold on. And my nephew Lance,
yeah,
dog.
LJ.
Hate
Shucks.
love it when I get to support him out in Vegas, watching him. Hate it when I look up and I gotta. Oh man.
Hey
Yeah.
man. And we know Franklin is a beast on the glass.
Yeah.
Franklin's a beast on the glass.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hicks had a, hey man, I'm gonna show this guy been getting me all. He got me for 3 quarters. Matter of fact, he got me for 3 quarters in 6 minutes. But I'm gonna get this last two. He got them last two, man. And he got every rebound for Amari. And listen, it's hard stopping that kid. That kid knows how to read the floor. He knows how to make the next play. He knows how to read past the defender. So he got one defender in front of him. He sees behind that guy what's next, who's coming with lanes. He splits the defense in ways to where though he's not supposed to do. Listen, as a coach, you don't teach that. Hey, you better not split that defense. Pass the ball. Pass and get out. Wrong. Not that guy. Let him split the defense, dog. And don't get me wrong, he lost the ball a few times. He made a turnover here and there. But he had to. He had to play the way he played. And he played big. Now, let's not take away what Judson did. Judson had a great game plan and they played well. My hat's gonna go off to Mr. Jalen Crittenton. Jaden played some defense, man. Jaden, he put himself on notice like, hey man, I can play. Because yes, Amari got 20 points. But hey man, he made sure every shot was a tough shot. Every bucket that young man got, he made it hard for him. And they went back and forth. And I think Jaden had like close to 20 also. So both of them going back and forth and playing each other, that's what you want to see in the city. And that's what you want to get at. So shout out to the Judson Rockets and their what they did. But man, they met that Amari. He wasn't gonna lose. He made sure. He made sure. And then moved on to they play their next game was Clark. He played Clark.
Honorable mention.
Yeah,
They honor
yeah,
they on the honorable mentions list.
yeah, yeah. But again, that game wasn't again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He took care of business against Clark. He took care of business. Now the next game was a statement game. Cause remember, Vets just beat Harlan in East Central, and at that time we were calling Vets the 6A Killers. That's what we called. That's their nickname, the 6A Killers. That's what we were calling them. No, no, and Tony took care of business, man. They made sure they wasn't gonna be on that list. So Antonian beat them. They beat them at their style of play. They made sure they played pace. Go ahead. What you got?
I'm sorry if you're gonna talk about the Antonian the best game, 41.
Hey, man.
Amari Guerra.
Just make sure. Listen, from now
41.
on, moving forward, make sure we put respect on his name when we play. He got a chance to. And listen, with him, and we said, no, what? Hold on. We said this when we were talking about them almost beating Allen. Remember, having a player like him, you can really beat any. You're close to beat anybody.
A true story. So after we talked about him that last show when we made that clip in that reel, had a conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, nobody really they know, but they don't know. He was like, you know what he told me? He's like, I gotta turn up.
Please say.
He said, I gotta turn up. And so it started with Warren. Do you know that Warren went into Antonian's building and had a whole damn student section chanting overrated?
Yeah, you told me. You just
Dog.
told us. You just told us that on air. You told us that. You told us. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, man. So
Leave
since
that man
cause
alone.
see, you stole a little of my thunder. Cause I wasn't gonna give his numbers until at the end. So on the weekend, 5 games, I'll say it: 39, 20, 28, 35, 45. Yeah, I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. 39 game one, 20 game
9,
two,
20,
28 game three,
20.
35 the one you're talking about, and 45
I
in the
said, do, do,
championship
do, do, do.
against my Knights.
I said, do,
Against
do,
my
do,
Knights.
do, do.
He went up against the Knights, and again, that game came down to the end. That came all the way down to the end. Lost by 9, but at the same time, when I say it came down to the end, because they start fouling at the end, and so you know what happens when you start to foul at the end. You're just trying to get, you're trying to get possessions. But again, numbers like that are video game numbers.
Do, 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 do.
And we're talking about a 5'9", 5'10" young man that's always had everybody against him his whole life type atmosphere.
Hey, you remember Bushwick Bill?
Mm-hmm.
He had a song, and the song was The Biggest Little You Know.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, man. That young man we watching, it's going to be fun watching Antonian play. Having him on the floor, they know they have a chance to win. And again, I'm not taking anything from any of the players. Like like I said, Hicks played his butt off all weekend. He made sure he had a he contribute to all the games. Um, Ed's younger brother, what is it? I want to get his name right. I messed it up last time. I apologize to him. Hold on, I'm gonna get it right, Mike. I'm gonna get everybody's name right. So you got Amari, you got Eden Owe. You have him. You have Joey De Los Santos. You got Marshall Hicks. And the fifth guy was, I think it was Jake. Was it Jake? Because he did mix it up. He did a really good job mixing it
Who
up.
you asking about?
Who was the fifth guy? Who was like the fifth guy? He was mixing it up. It was Aiden Villarena. Yeah, Villanueva. Excuse me, Aiden. Hey, they're gonna be all right. That cast right there he had out there. Again, they did a job. So hats go off to Antonian. Glad to watch them play in the championship game. Glad to watch them play all game. They went 4-1 overall. Uh, I remember, I remember how good Coach Brewmeister was before when I used to see him in AAU in the AAU scene. Watching him coach then and watching him coach now, he hasn't missed a beat. He stayed up current with his stuff. I believe he went to Austin to do that to coach a little bit more. So again, he showed he got in his bag. He got in his bag, and then having Coach Crocker there again, they look real good. They look real good. I'm gonna love the matchup when they play against TMI. That's gonna be the matchup.
That whole district is going to be a matchup. What are you talking about?
No, no offense, no offense. Just again, St. Mike's gonna run. St. Mike's is Brennan for them. I said it. They don't do that. Don't drink the drink and look at me with the eyes down like eat, chill out,
I can't be thirsty.
chill out, eat. Don't say that. Don't say that too loud because and oh yeah. Oh, don't worry, Mari. Y'all get reflected. Y'all numbers reflect gets changed. Yeah, yeah. You were 10. You were 10. You were 10. You were. That's before we knew. Now we know. Now we're on notice. We know. Because he let me know that. He said, hey, where we at now, Italy? We number 10. You got Central Catholic before us. That's what he told me too. I was like, oh, okay. How you really feel? Say it with your chest.
Hey,
Talking about New Braunfels.
New Braunfels, they went down to Corpus as well this past weekend. Uh, they beat up on Corpus Christi King. They beat San Antonio Lee, and then they lost a tough on the Corpus Christi Vets, and then they beat up on Corpus Christi Ray and Corpus Christi Miller. So they went down there, had a prime time showing. So they continued their path of rolling. Uh, Good job, New Braunfels. We know they've got a dude out there, and he's leading his crew, and his supporting cast is doing what they're supposed to do. And so, looking forward to what they're going to do this coming week. District opening up, and so they get to face good old Wagner out the gate, and so we're gonna see now we get to that wild wild west, that SEC. That yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's go time now. It's go
It's
time.
go time.
But
Yeah, yeah. Tuesday.
but to play the way that they just played this weekend, rolling into
Mhm.
it, I know they're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, they are. They are. And then we have number 8,
Central
and
Catholic.
that's Central Catholic. CC.
They didn't have
Mm.
didn't have a. I mean, of course you want to win. They went into the Seguin tournament undefeated, and they went to the
Mm.
Seguin tournament with not one but two losses. Uh,
Who the losses to?
they lost their last two games. They spanked Harlandale. They spanked Southside, and then
Brandeis.
Brandeis Broncos handed it to them, and then they didn't bounce back and recover, and then Pieper got them. So,
Mm.
yeah, man. So right now they got a bad taste in their mouth, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they got a real
They
bad
got Lanier.
they got a bad taste in their mouth, but they get Lanier, which is going to be a good statement game.
Tuesday. That's all right?
Find out who is going. Yeah, December 9th. They get to rumble with Lanier, and we gonna find out what it is, because right now, even though they took those two losses, right, Brandeis is now our number 8, and then they lost to Pieper, who was our number 13, and is now, I think, our number. I don't have my list in front of me. Piper's
Not
now
yet, Mike. Don't release it yet. Don't release it yet. Don't release it
man,
yet.
Uh,
Yeah. We're gonna do a drum roll.
but they lost to Caliber, so you
Yeah,
know,
they did.
uh, it's going to be good to see. And the same thing for Lanier. Lanier dropped a tough one to Vets down in Corpus. They dropped a tough one to Bel Air. Central Catholic dropped tough ones to Brandeis and Pieper. So you got two groups, two teams that left the weekend with a bad taste in their mouth, a hungry like whoever the hell I see next is gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we that game, I damn near want to go to that game
yeah,
because
yeah,
because I know both those groups, nobody likes losing, and so they itching for that next victim, and so
yeah,
that game, I got to check my ref schedule. I might pop in at that game just because of the optics of it.
yeah. And now we're talking number 7,
Sam, my bad.
Clemens.
Hey,
They picked the run. They picked a good time to lose a game, but unfortunately, they did. They again, they took care of the business they supposed to take care of, but they didn't finish the task. If I could say it that way, it took a wrong time to take a L in the championship game.
I mean that Fort Bend group ain't no joke though.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
that,
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that, that group ain't no joke.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
knocked off Clear Creek. They knocked off Texas City. They knocked off Booker T. They
They were
came
rolling.
they came up short, but I mean they playing them boy. Bell, Coach Bell, salute. Bell got them boys rocking and rolling right now, man.
He does. He does. He does. His guard play is right where he wants it.
Guard play.
He got rules the world. He got 3 guys right now that that's just again they would be starting anywhere. Talking about Bryson Bell, Jakai Woods, and Quentin Proctor. Once Arsenal gets healthy, add him to the mix. You got a recipe for they're gonna kick some butt.
They're all interchangeable.
They are.
And that is most time you see
Gary.
somebody waiting on that, they know they waiting on the one to come back and get it.
Hmm.
Any one of them, like when you have that kind of comfort, that kind of flexibility, that kind of
Yeah.
privilege,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and so they got a good one, you know. They dropped the tough on the Fort Bend, so they dropped the tough on the Fort Bend, and
Last year they won this tournament, by the way.
huh?
Last year they won this tournament, by the way. Yeah. This when they went on a run. This is when they went on a run and they went up to Round Rock. I think they lost like the first game or something. And they came, if I'm correct, they lost their first one, then came somehow and won the tournament, if I'm right. But yeah, I was really hoping they kept rolling to district play.
I say this respectfully. Sorry, Johnson, because that's their next victim.
Oh, they play Johnson next
Sorry, Johnson,
Tuesday. Tuesday.
next victim.
Tuesday.
You know,
Tuesday. Yeah, Johnson's man. Coach Liver, I love Coach Liver, man. But he got some stuff he got to fix right now internally. And then we're gonna talk about them Hawks. Them Hawks from Harlan. Man,
I swear,
man.
I swear.
They whooped up on Memorial. Houston Memorial. Man, they put it on them. And I'm not even gonna fib to you. The Friday 12 o'clock game, I did not go to. I had to go run over to actually and take care of my coverage for Southwest and Southwest ISD tournament. And I go over there to take care of that. And I get a phone call. Hey, Harlan just lost to Vets. I said, what? I get into the gym and oh man, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it wasn't a good loss.
Hey,
Wasn't
listen,
a good loss.
Coach Hall, right? I would not have wanted to be a towel or a fly or anything in that locker room, dressing room, wherever the hell they was at after that loss.
Yeah, yeah, because they took that one and then they lost back to back to McKinney Boyd. So they took two hard L's. Of course, they beat South San as their last. That was their last game. So they played. Never played their 5 games. It was just tough to see them play. It was tough to see them play and lose to doggone Vets. But like you said, they bounce back and they get back at it.
Yeah, they
They,
got a tournament this week.
they got it's the North Side North. It's the North Side. It's the North Side Northeast ISD tournament. So that's
Gonna
gonna
be
be good.
good basketball that day.
It's gonna be some good basketball. I will be in the building. I need to make sure I put my credentials in to make sure I get coverage so we can be there.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, it's a rough one. But they got some good teams, and I don't know who's all in it, but they'll have a lot of teams. That's another good tournament. I just wish they do a better job of promoting it. That's what we gotta do better at promoting our stuff here. We don't do a very good job promoting it. But we will. We eventually will. So their first game will be on the 11th, Mike. That's Thursday.
Yep.
Their first game's on Thursday. So we'll be somewhere. We'll be at one of these gyms trying to chase down somebody. Because after this weekend, they start district on the 19th against Brennan.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to our number 5. Hmm. Defending champions of the tournament I was at, South San, ran into a very, very hungry Steel team. And I will say this disclaimer. I hate to give them disclaimers, but I will. They were winning that game until Clark went down. Once Trey Clark went down, that changed the whole complexity of the game.
Uh,
They no, but they were really. I know you say duh, but they were really controlling that game. Um, Again, he was ah yeah, that's what you hate to see. Man, yeah, they were doing what they were supposed to do. Damien was playing well. The Damien we've been talking about. He was in his bag. He was in his bag. He got this great little move he does. He'll dribble and you'll try to get him and play defense on him. He'll push his body to get up, push him on you, and then get off. And he's so quick with he's so quick with it, get to the basket. And he got a nice little layup roll like that. Yeah, again, like I say, man, I love when he's in his bag. I love when he scores. I know it's not about scoring. I know. Calm down, Tally. It's not about scoring, but I like when I see him score because they need that from him. Wagner needs him to score at least 10 points, 10 assists, and then everybody else to just do their part. But yeah, so they made it all the way to teams they beat. They beat Dripping Springs. That was a really good game. They beat a team called Bishop out of Houston, and then they went on to face
BR Eaton.
Eaton. They beat Eaton. Final four. They met Steele and Steele got them. And their last game was against Vets. Vets did win, but again, he didn't play he didn't play, he had some injuries, so he just played the game out. But so he went 3-2 on the weekend, and unfortunately 3-2, he did lose to Steele, which they're ahead of him, but they lost to Vet, so that kind of gave him a little ding. Go ahead.
Shout out to Steele, Antonian, Wagner, and Vets. With all the out of town teams that were in that pool of 31, San Antonio was the final four.
Correct.
So
Correct.
kudos to those four for standing tall and it
Well,
being a San Antonio guaranteed championship for the South San tournament.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna give a shout out. I can't talk about what was over in their South Sands Auxiliary Gym. I can't give a shout out to what was over at Zamora. I don't know how many games was over there. The one game I watched, but I want to give a shout out to the
When you
chapter.
finally found the gym.
Yeah, I did find it. Yeah, the gate was closed, but it wasn't closed. It was closed, but it wasn't closed, or it wasn't locked. But anyway, that was goofy. Yeah, man, I was so pissed off about that. But anyway, um, shout out to the referees. Shout out whatever. What chapter was that, Mike?
That was the Greater San Antonio chapter, also known as GSAC.
Hey, listen, GSAC did their thing. Professionalism. Um, Shout out to I don't know Reggie's last name. I don't know if we want to listen online. We just call him Reggie and Chris. Watching those two guys and Mike and TJ, Ty. Hey, listen, true professionals. True professionals. They handle themselves very well. Um, we didn't give out texts and we wasn't trying to. They let the kids play. Yes, 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 yes. Kudos to those guys. They let the kids play and they let the coaches coach a little bit. They let the coaches be emotional. And I'm not gonna lie, that's why I can't ref. I'm only 5'9", man, 5'10" on a great day. I ain't gonna lie, man. A coach like Brewmeister, a coach like Rodney, hey bro, I'm a little guy. I'm a snap. You ain't gonna talk to me that way. That's what I'm gonna be thinking. But I know refs are so professional. They did it such a good job. That didn't even bother them, man.
So it's great to hear that because, one of the areas of concern and points of emphasis are teams having officiating that they're going to see once playoffs and the deep run of playoffs come. And so not necessarily calling every little knickknack, but letting these teams and the four teams that I just named, Antonian, Steele, Vets, Wagner, right? And we can even throw in Judson in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those teams are going to have deep playoff runs. So being able to adjust, play through your normal love tap, maybe even play through a call not coming, but just being able to continue playing. It's good to hear that they handled business because San Antonio's been making some pretty deep playoff runs, and these kids have to be able to adjust to that, not get into a game when they don't get a call and are losing their damn mind because they've been getting these baby calls all season. So it's great to hear that GSAC is handling business accordingly and getting these schools that are going to make playoff runs ready. Good job.
Well, I'm glad you said that. But to me, and not taking anything from what you said, please. I'm not trying to take away. I like the professionalism. That's what I like the most. And here's why I say I like the professionalism. Again, to know at the end of the day, these are men too, and not one ego was shown. Not one ego was. Hey man, coaches was like, rah rah rah. Excuse me. How can I help you? Are you gonna? Do you want me to listen, or you want me to ref the game? I can't do both, coach. I only can do one, but I'm willing to listen to you. The game's going on. I'm willing to listen. And 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 yeah, that sounds like, oh, that's being a butthole or something. No, man, that's being like, hey, sometimes, and again, coaches try to get called. They're trying to work things in their favor. And there's nothing wrong with that. So please, I'm not trying to sit here and be like coaches trying to change call. No, they're trying to work the referees in their favor. That's gamesmanship. That's what it's called, guys. Gamesmanship. But at the same time, the heat of the battle happens. These guys are competitive. They're win to win these games. So with that being said, hey man, it was great seeing it. It was great seeing the referees just talk to them, talk to the kids without being, mean or degrading or anything like that. But just talking to them in a way like, hey man, hey son, can you blah blah blah. And it was really, really good to see. So
It's
I,
great hearing that as a referee. Sometimes, these guys get the brunt end of sticks, you know. They
Well,
get
no. Hey,
you
listen.
of
No.
teams losing games. Man, that
Hey,
was a
listen.
terrible call, but y'all missed 13 free throws. So to hear what you're talking about,
Hmm.
to hear the professionalism in an event like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just wonderful to hear.
Well, one of the things I know they said that uh one of the referees, Tommy, me and Tommy had a good conversation about that in
Okay.
reference to the. I know he said one of the points of emphasis was patience. You can blow your whistle late. So fans, real quick, I'm gonna tell you what I was taught this weekend. Don't get so excited when that referee lets the play happen. Either lets the ball go in or come out, and then the whistle's blown. Don't get upset. They're doing that on purpose. Because at the same time, they're teaching that young man. Because if we're trying to get our kids to go to college now, guess what happens in college? Watch TV. Those whistles come late. Those whistles come late. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, expert.
It's not late, it's delayed.
Call it what you want to call it. You want to call it delayed. You want to call it late. The play happened. Little Eric got fouled.
That's all I tell the
Hey,
coach. I mean,
hey,
coach, did
give
it
me.
not
Hey, hey,
foul him?
hey, hey. Hold on. Did the let's see what happens first. Let let him play through it. Let him get the contact. Because at the same time, hey, little Eric might be closing his eyes every time he lays up the ball. He might actually open his eyes and really try to get some and get bumped. And the ball goes in. Go ahead.
And also, for all of you referees in the stands, both chapters, GSAC and the San Antonio Basketball Officials Association chapter, are always accepting new officials for training. Again, all of you referees in the stands that love to
He's
tell
talking to the
those guys
parents.
that love to
That's
tell those
he talk
guys
to
on
those
the
you
court
parents.
that love to tell those guys on the court how horrible and how terrible they are because you know more. Both chapters are accepting new applicants that will take you through training to put you in a position since they're so terrible and
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah, yeah. And then that takes us to number four. Oh
We're
man,
talking
can we
about this.
just hey man, let's just go ahead to number three. Let's go number three, man. Let's talk about my Knights. Let's talk about them Knights, baby.
They are the champions, my friend.
No, we're not gonna do my Rockets like that. But yeah, my Rockets took a tough L, and they lost, man. They lost to Antonian. Um, Great game. They went their round to get there was against Flower Mound, and then yeah, then they saw Antonian, and then they had a tough road to get back over there to the main court. And all I'm gonna say is they got a good group of guards. Gerald O'Neal and Jalen, man, that those two are really, really good, strong guards. Um, I love their play. I love how they're playing towards though they do a really good job of getting everybody involved. They allow Frank to just clean everything up. He's and again, I don't have stats on those guys. I apologize. So I don't have the numbers as far as hey, what these players are averaging or anything like that. But I'm telling you, Gerald has been one of my players of the game. So has Jalen. Also Frank. Um, the young fella, the 2028 phenom, Jamari, and then the player that's their X factor. And I told him already this. I'll say it publicly on air. Jordan Taylor. It scares me because he had a great summer. Once Jordan unlocks that same play he had in the summer to now, he's their X factor. Because you don't, most teams don't have five guys like that. They don't have five. They got three. They got two. They don't have five. That's a tough, and he's hard to. He's hard to guard. He's long. He can play above the rim. He can score from all three levels. Literally, he can score from all three levels. He has a jump shot. He can shoot threes. He can get to the basket. And he can play above the rim. So he's their X factor. Once he unlocks that, the same way he played all summer for Hoops Elite. So Vassier, I need you to get this guy a call, man. Unlock that code. Whatever code you unlock this summer for him, unlock it right now for him. Because hey, that guy is their X factor. And we already talked about Frank. We both love Frank. Frank's doing it. I love Coach Cantu's bench. Joel Dolokhoffer is getting some huge minutes right now. Coach is really trusting that young man. That young man is picking up a lot of slack right now. And it's good to see him doing what he's doing because that confidence level is getting higher and higher and higher. Again, watching him play and watching Amari guard him and just play him, that's tough. That was tough for him, but he handled it with no problems. And it made me proud to watch that moment right there. Cause I was like, he hates being a point guard. He wants to just shoot the ball. And so he does. I'm just telling you, man, taking conversations. But to see him going to himself and doing what he did, hey man, very proud moment. Very proud moment. And just watching the other 27s come off the bench and the other 26s come off the bench, man, that's gonna be 29 is gonna have some great matchups. What you got?
They have a busy week. They got
Yeah.
Lake Travis and then they got Wagner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Busy week.
The scary part for them is not so much they have a busy week, is when that district starts for them. It kind of tricks you because it doesn't start until January. Their first district game is not until January. So that's why he's getting them battle tested, like you said, that tough week, to get ready for Lake Travis, to get ready though against a Wagner. They got Roosevelt, they got United South, they got Victoria West, but then they're right up in, if I'm correct, they're up in Dallas on the 29th in the Brazos Sports ISD Holiday Classic. And they got South Houston right before the end of the year. They got another tournament. And then as soon as that tournament's over, boom, they got y'all on East Central. So
Happy New Year.
it's Happy New Year. Bring in the year ringing. Let's go. So, but yeah, it was tough seeing them lose that one game, and then they did win one of the consolation prizes. And you know, they did what they supposed to do, but they just ran into a tough Antonian Apache. So now we're talking about them Knights. Congratulations, Knights. Congratulations, Knights. Last year they were in Seguin. This year they're right here in South San. Back to back champions around this time again. Um, they have, to me, outside. I'm outside. I'm a knight, but I'm outside. Looking in, they have a group of young men that look really, really good coming off the bench and starting for them right now. They have, I will mention it, Chris Howe is by far one of the best on ball defenders in the city. He's not the best. Okay. I don't give anybody that best title, but he's one of the better players that's on ball as a defender. He does a really good job. He stays in front, and that's one of his things that he just like, hey, I'm making sure I'm not getting beat. I'm not saying he didn't get beat at all or he did everything. He wasn't perfect now, but he plays defense really, really well. Um, of course, Maurice Eddy does a great job doing his job, bring the ball up. Now, but he's been off the ball a lot this year. It's kind of, hmm. And this next young man I'm about to mention, I want to make sure I get his name right. They call him Dre, but his name is Anthony Thomas. Excuse me, Thomas Anthony. I mixed it up. I always do that. It's Thomas Anthony. Hey man, Dre is. Remember, I was telling you Jordan Taylor is the X factor. He is the X factor for Steele.
There you go.
You can't guard. Well, no, no. I'm not saying you can't guard him. You can guard him, but he's the guy. He's that third player that's hard to who you putting on him. You put a big, he gonna beat you. You put a smaller guard, he gonna muscle him. But Dre, used to be a bigger kid, so he knows how to play big. He knows how to post you up and back you down. You put a big on him, he getting by him. All three levels. Listen, I'm telling you, when I release some of this film, my man knocking shots down is like, I'm telling myself, I'm watching it. That's a bad shot. No, it ain't. Shut up, Eric. Shut up. Wrong. Hey, listen, because he did it 3 times. He did the Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway 3 times. And I've seen it at 3 different games. And guess what? He knocked them all down.
I mean, again, that's coming from the sideline. Coach Hub has given him the confidence and the freedom, and he's probably worked on that shot, which is why Coach Hub is giving him
Thank you for saying that.
that shot.
So one thing, I'm gonna go back to Amari real quick because they both played each other. Steele and Antonian played each other. There's a few shots if you watch Amari play during the game that he takes. I promise you, he can close his eye and take the shot.
That hard drive to the right and the scoop that you think, what in the hell is he doing? And he knows exactly where to put it off the glass. That one,
That one plus his jump shot.
the step back records, I call it step back
Yes,
records.
yes. No, seriously, because at the same time, it's like when you coach a kid, when you're training them, you're working on things, right? There's certain things that you know they have in a bag. And this is me and you always talked about. It's certain drills that we're going to work on that's not normal drills. This is part of your because that's one thing I learned from you when I watch you train. You grab kids and say, "Hey, you do this really, really well. Everybody else don't do this, but I need you to work on this. This one shot. This is your shot." And I was like, "Why are you making him do that?" Because no one else does a shot like him. If he wants to be the best at this, he has to do it 1,000 times. I'm like, but why? Like, cuz dog, that's his shot. That's him. He has to master that. I think you got that from Kobe or something. Or something I don't know. But at the same time, I remember talking to you about when we used to work together. Go ahead.
Nothing. I just wanted to finish up on Steele, and I was going to give you a secret about Amari that a lot of people don't know.
So
But I
we're
was
going back to
finish
Dre right
on Steele
now,
first. Yeah.
and Dre is that way right now too. He has certain shots that you can tell he's been working on. He mastered those shots for him, his size, and what he's playing like. He's mastered those shots. I'm not going to give away any secrets, but just watching him and play. Yeah, I don't do that, but he does it and he knocks them down. Again, if you try to guard him on, I'm telling you, man, it was great watching him play. Again, like I told his dad yesterday, I've become a big fan because I've seen the work he's put in to where he's at right now to let me know that he's one of the kids that fell in love with the work and he's just killing it. He's
I mean,
killing
but
it.
for 3 years, it's been like that, though, Bo.
No, 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 no. It's not been like that with 3 years. Like I say, listen, it's not been like that for 3 years for Dre. Last year, he didn't have his bag that he had this year. And I'll publicly on the record say the bag he has right now is one of the best bags in the city for a kid that plays high school basketball.
But that's
I'm
okay.
not, I'm not, I'm not privy
Don't
or I'm
stop.
not, huh?
Work don't stop. So that's okay that he didn't have it in his
And
bag.
that's what it shows, Mike, right
The
there.
work don't
Work don't
stop.
stop.
The
And
work
that's
don't
what it
stop.
shows right there that he slimmed down. He got a little bit muscular now. And he can man, he's a bully. He's a guard bully. He's like your guy that plays with what's the little well, not little dude, but what's the because he's bigger than me. What's the guy that plays light skinned guy that plays with he went to
Jalen Brunson.
Villanova, by the way.
Golly.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's Dre. That's Dre. Dre he'll take you and you'll try to, you try to muscle him. No, you're not. No, you're not. Get off him, lay up to the basket. So anyway, and then they got a great supporting cast with that great team. You got Jaden Cherry. Oh man, he's playing phenomenal his last few games. Watching him play, and he's not playing out of anything wrong. He's playing the way he's supposed to. And I think knowing that he has old Justin McKinney behind him backing him up, coming off the bench, and Jace Tolliver, who's
We
trying to,
call we call Justin Springs. That's what I call him.
yes,
We call
yes.
him
Well,
Springs.
hey, listen. Jace Tolliver's not too far behind him because he's trying to
Oh, no, 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 not at
listen.
all.
This
Not at
young
all.
fella, because I'm gonna say it for him because he can dunk now. He's trying to put everybody on the poster. You
But
hear me?
but the thing is, you're supposed to. If you can dunk the
Yeah,
basketball,
yeah.
I need some people watching this show. If you have the ability to play above the rim, play above the rim because let me see, how can I put this delicately? I'm on air. When people know that you're trying to dunk the basketball every time you're at the rim, guess what they're not gonna do? They're not trying to jump with you and end up on a head tap. But if you play soft around the rim and you're fading away and finger rolling and all of that stuff, everybody's coming to beat your stuff.
Facts, facts.
Dunk
So
the
just
basketball. Even if you miss, dunk the basketball because they gonna see that miss. I mean, I'm not getting ready to get head tapped. Nobody ain't trying to get head tapped. I promise you. I promise you.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You tell kids all the time, "Hey man, I need you to dunk. I need you to dunk it. I need you to make them feel it. Make them know that every time you try to get here out here, I'm dunking on you." And they'll run away. They'll run away. So real quick, they got a 12-2 record too, by the way. Talking about Steele. And I wanted to just say a few other names here. Uh, Dexter Berry. I did leave Dexter out. Dexter is playing huge for those guys, coming off the bench too. He's another one coming off the bench and just playing good minutes and just playing his role. Understanding that, hey man, I'm a sophomore. I got a lot of basketball in me. Not complaining, just come in, do his job, and no, hey, big fellas, hey, it's y'all year before me. But next year,
It's, it's
me and J-
a whole bunch of seniors leaving.
me and Jace Oliver, Justin McKinney, it's our turn next year. So go ahead, hey, get yours, big fellas. And he doesn't look like he's complaining at all. And then yeah,
All right. Keep on rolling still. They got Churchill this week, little practice game. Yeah, I said it. And then the game we've been waiting on
12,
12
12, 25.
25.
12, 12, 25.
Steele and TMI.
Ooh,
They
2 and 3.
hey, we've been waiting on that one.
Hey, the last time 2 and 3 happened, two took down three. Will we get a repeat? Will we get a repeat?
You know? And which leads us to TMI. I don't know what happened this past weekend, but they don't really have their scores from the Mustang Classic tournament.
Yeah, they just played some games.
They don't have scores. I know they did, but they don't have the scores in there. So
That's what I'm saying.
can't
Hey,
really the scores that we
yeah,
got, they went 1-1, but that's all that we got. They won
yeah,
one, lost a tough one at Xavier Academy. I don't know how they finished up, but they got out of town and they're playing some basketball out of town away from the city to
yeah.
get ready to try to take down the juggernaut of their conference, St. Mike.
Same Ikes. Well, no, hold on. And Antonian.
And and Antonio. I
So
was
they
just
split last
said
year.
earlier, because you said that St. Mike's is the Brennan in their conference, with Antonian in that conference. So I wanted to make sure to acknowledge that.
Well, they split last year with Antonian.
Right. So
Because
yeah, 12, 12, 25.
12, 12,
Something's moving
25.
that day. We don't know which way, but
Furniture, furniture. Hey,
something's
listen.
moving that day.
Hey, somebody moving.
Some-
I don't know who. Somebody
right,
moving down. Somebody moving down.
right. Before we get to our number one, a minute ago you were talking about the work and what moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's an art of basketball that a lot of no, I don't want to say a lot of folks. There's a lost art. There it is. There's a lost art of basketball with youth. And there are certain youth that you can tell have this art, and it's the art of
Mm-hmm.
playing with grown men. And so Amari Guerra, compliments to his pops Chubbs, also known as Anthony Guerra, for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Ari's done nothing but played in men's leagues where they might not be better, but they've got that physical maturity, they've got that strength, a little faster, whatnot. Go ahead.
But it's not just that, because I hear a lot of I hear what you're about to say, or to your point about kids playing in the men's league. It's still he's different. Me and another coach was talking about this. He's different. It's not just playing in the men's league. He understands. He understands his abilities, his flaws, and he makes it work and lets you see that he's a next level player. So I know a lot of kids that play grown men, but they don't. That doesn't their play doesn't translate over to next level play. To to a if you let me, and that's the other thing too, where kids got to understand, right? If you watch film and you watched all his spots on the floor, I'm not letting him get to those spots. It's the same spots he got to against Steele, he got to last time I seen him play. It's the same spots when he played, because he played at two different gyms. He played at West Campus, and he played at South Sands main court. Go look at his shots. Go look at the film. The same
Oh,
spots.
following that kid for years. But the other part that I was getting to with the cheat code of him playing with the grown men was that his dad, Chubbs, still can get out there and get busy with him. Once upon a time, I was a pretty decent basketball player, but because of my knees, donating a kidney, I'm not getting out there and chasing my son. I'm just not. Chubb still takes it personally, and it'd probably be a fight if they play one-on-one. I'd imagine they probably don't play one-on-one too many times because Chubb's still a hard-nosed competitor. So Amari's got several layers of cheat codes, which helps make him who he is. So I give those kudos and that cheat code to his pops. Now,
Number one.
huh?
Number one.
You know,
I mean, I
don't care.
go ahead.
I don't see that position changing at all this year. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. I don't see that position changing at all this year. They are so deep, so balanced, so diverse, battle tested, and well coached and deep. Dude, like any one of them on any given night, let me rephrase that. Any two of them on any nope, I'm sorry. Any three of them on
Nope. 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 Nope.
any they're starting five on any given damn night. When you have that kind of firepower, golly, that's you know, and sorry, Soto, because you get to be the first one. Uh golly.
First tomorrow.
Huh?
Tuesday. I mean, excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Tuesday, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Glad you say it, man. Just rip it off, dog. So I can put this new list up, dog.
Let's go.
You ain't
Bust.
gonna say who number one is?
You got jokes, right? Brennan Bears. Come on, man. Everybody know that. We gotta say that.
Just make sure, man. Make
things are
sure, dog.
rhetorical. Stop it. Some things are
Make
rhetorical.
sure, man.
Stop it.
Make sure, dog. There you go. Here it come. And there we go. There it is. Big little
So
boxes. That's the big box. That's the new list.
shifts, right? Shift
Go
change.
ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
One,
why
one,
Lanier's still there, coach.
one. You want to start from the
Yeah,
bottom
we
up?
ain't got to start from the top again. We already know. Listen, we already know why the top's top, dog.
No, but we had some shifts in the top though, Bo.
Okay, yeah, you're right. 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 Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go down. Let's go down. Number
So,
one,
so
Brennan.
one, two, and three stayed the same. Brennan, TMI, and Steele. Two and three, something's changing after Friday.
Something changed after Friday.
Changing Friday. Clemens, the body of work that Clemens has been putting in, they got shifted up from number 7 to number 4. Number 5, Antonian. They were at number 10. What they just did in the South San tournament, they skyrocketed, touche, skyrocketed up to number 5, especially after their humongous win over the Judson Rockets.
Hey, you talk that talk. Judson's still
Hey,
there. Judson's still there.
Judson, after that tough loss to Antonian, we had to move them from number 4 down to number 6. Uh, we shifted up New Braunfels from number 9 to number 7 because they've got some notable wins and been playing some basketball. Brandeis, newcomer. Brandeis was not off of our radar, but wasn't on our radar. But after what they've done these last 10 days, they are in the mix. Brandeis moved into that number 8 spot, which was once held by Central Catholic. Took a couple of bad losses, Central Catholic. Sorry, you're still on our honorable mention list. Pieper shifted up from number 12 to number 9. Big time notable victories. Even with the championship loss to Brandeis, they took down Central Catholic, who was at number 8. So they took down a top 10 in that same tournament. So we gave praise and raised Pieper up to number 9. Veterans Memorial, newcomer. We did not have them on our list after that loss that they had to Brandeis, but the run that they just made during the South San tournament shifted them from off of the radar to in the top 10. Congratulations, Veterans Memorial. Harlan. Still in the mix, right? You guys are number 6. You took a bad loss to Veterans Memorial. We can't have you above a team that you just lost to. You're still there. Anything can change. Anything can happen. Harlan's coming in at number 11 down from number 6. Wagner. Big dive, right? They were at number 5. Couple of real tough losses. Drop one to Steele, who was number 3. Then drop one to SA Vets, who was not on the radar, not on the list. So you guys had to go down. Still got you in the top 15, but you're down at number 12, Wagner. Hope you can bounce back. Hope Trey's back healthy as you guys get ready for your New Braunfels war this coming week, because you got a war messing with New Braunfels, just so you know.
And Judson.
And Judson. Thank you, sir. Alamo Heights. You dropped one to Clemens, so we had to shift you from number 11 down to number 13. Again, congratulations on winning your Lorena tournament, but none of those wins affect our ranking policy because we're not going to penalize you for any of those losses when you go out of town to battle. Madison had a good showing down in Corpus Christi, but again, we're not going to penalize you nor reward you. So you got to stay right where you're at number 14, just like Lanier had a good showing down in Corpus Christi. Not going to penalize you nor reward you, but kept you right where we're at. Madison, you got a hell of a game coming up on East Central. That's a big time game because East Central just lost their number 13 slot, right? So believe me, they're on the honorable mention list looking to get back into the top 15, Madison. What you gonna do about it? Lanier, you're sitting at number 15, but we've got a pissed off Central Catholic team that we just removed from the top 15, waiting to get at you this week. And then you got Brandeis behind it. So, young class and senior veterans, come on with it this week and let's see what it does after this week comes. But there's our top 15, boys and girls. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out and let us know. And when you do so, don't forget to subscribe.
And like and hit the bell. Definitely leave dialogue. Definitely leave dialogue. Definitely leave dialogue.
Which
Um,
we'll do our best to respond to respectfully, professionally, non-biased, with data and facts.
yes, it will. Yes, it will be that. It will be that. Um, of course, we didn't, to everybody might not think we got it right. I think it's way better than the the college football playoffs rankings. I think we get it right. But seriously, we got a few honorable mentions, i.e. Cole. Still gonna mention Cole. Cole's doing a good job. I think they are a force to reckon with. 3A school, taking on some big wins and taking on some some tough losses. But right now they're still they didn't make enough push this weekend and win their overall tournament that they hosted. They would have took that down. They definitely would have been they would have I would try to we would have talked about seeing where they could have been at, right? Right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Hey man, that's my Cougars, man. It's my Cougars, dog. Um, who else we got? Who else we got mention
So
wise?
So the honorable mention list right now, up top of that honorable mention list, Central Catholic and East Central, right? They're off the top of the team, but they ain't far, right? So Central Catholic, East Central, then you got Cole, then you got Davenport, and then Clark Cougars. We gonna just throw that name out there for right now and see what happens in these next 7 to 10 days.
Definitely the Clark Cougars. Definitely the Cougars. Um, well, hey man, another great list release, I believe. I think we get it right every time. I really do. I'm not trying to toot our horn. I think we get it right every time. And I like how we get the dialogue we need and we want. And I like how everyone's paying attention. And again, shout out to South San, shout out to Southwest, shout out to Seguin. Those guys allowed us to be in the building and do our thing. And again, man, we trying to make sure we watch as many games we can to make sure this list is fluid. That's the most important part. It has to be, and it is fluid. And we showcase these young people. What you got, Mike? Signing off.
And nah, I can't let you off the hook, Bo. So we got some big time games this week, but I'm sorry, I'm going to game of the week. TMI and Steele, Friday, 12/12/25. Who you got?
Oh, come on, that's easy, dog. That's easy.
Are you going TMI? Okay.
All right.
I got Steele. And I don't normally vote on this, but they're rocking and rolling. And I got Steele.
Um,
You're so politically correct. I love it.
no, no, no. Here's why. Here's why. I like still is deep. Still's deep. And I haven't seen TMI in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Hey, bro. TMI, bro, they got a kid going to bed, just like Antonian has a kid going to Merrimack University. Got a
Baylor.
kid going. They got a kid going to Baylor.
Baylor. Here's what I'm gonna say, and we're gonna move on. That game that night, you remember I told you when Alamo Heights was gonna play Clemens, and I told you who the X factor for Clemens to beat Heights was gonna be that night?
Yes. Yeah, Quentin Proctor.
Yeah, Q Proctor. And he showed up and it made a difference. That game, TMI still, you know who the X factor is?
Who?
It ain't Logan, it ain't Maurice. The X factor, Jaden Cherry. That athlete that he is, because he's a versatile individual,
He can play.
he's got to go
He
meet,
can play. He can play 3 to 5.
he's got to go meet that matchup. It's Jaden Cherry. Jaden Cherry
Okay.
has to play big that night. If
Man,
Cherry does
I
not
don't know
show up,
basketball.
here you go with
I
that.
don't know basketball, bro.
Here you go.
I don't know basketball. These are young men that still haven't even, they all still trying to make themselves that next guy. And I don't like the pick games like this because man, it again,
Well,
TMI,
I'm
bro.
going underdog.
TMI.
TMI is number two, right? And
TMI.
they just got the Baylor signing, right? As of
TMI.
this moment, still doesn't have any big time names, big time signings. They got
Well,
a
no, no, no. Logan Gonzalez is
no,
at
I'm sorry.
going to
Logan, please
King.
forgive. And that's my sniper. Oh, my bad, L. My bad, L. My
Yeah,
bad.
he's going
My
to
bad,
Texas
LG.
A&M
There
Kingsville. So
you
no,
go.
they
I'm sorry.
they got a
I'm
they got a
sorry.
they got a they got a college commit also.
Sorry, L.
Um,
But you know what I'm getting at.
No, I just think the firepower that TMI does have
But that game is personal. It's just like when the
still,
Eagles, just like when the Commanders play the Eagles. They can suck off
yeah,
here, but that division game is
yeah.
personal.
And see, I
That
like
game right there,
Steele's
that game is personal.
defense. I like Steele's defense. I'm saying it. I like Steele's defense over TMI's defense. I like them, but I like the four. Like I say, man, when Williams want to get it going, Williams can get it going, bro.
We know. So why do you think I picked Jaden Cherry? That's the guy. That's the guy that's got to
Well,
show up that night to meet some part of that matchup.
he's gonna. Hey, listen, he's gonna have his hands full.
No diggity, no doubt. That's a P. I mean, Williams is a PTP here. We know that. But
Yeah,
that's why Jaden is so important that night.
he's gonna have his hands full.
He got to show up. Hey, so just real quick, there's two other games that I really like this week, and we'll get the hell out of here. Uh, who you got in New Braunfels and Wagner?
New Braunfels right now because Wagner's hurt.
Trey is still hurt.
I didn't get a report, but if
Okay,
we go on this second right now, I'm
okay,
just gonna say, yeah, he might. I don't know. He was again. I know he was hurting, so I don't know if he's gonna be. It's gonna be a game time situation.
okay. Who you got? Lanier Central Catholic.
But if Trey plays, Damian plays, I got Wagner.
Okay,
Wagner.
okay,
Lanier and Central Catholic, I got Central Catholic.
okay.
Haven't seen enough Lanier play, so I can't really. I'm not going to sit there and put my hat on a team I never seen play enough. So I'm not going to go there. Um,
I'm going underdogs across the board.
okay, so you're
I
going
can't,
New
I can't, I
Braunfels.
can't. Wagner's injured, so we're not gonna talk about that game because the
Okay,
IR report ain't out. But I'm going Steele. Uh, I lied. I'm not going underdog because I'm not picking Soto over Brennan. Uh, I'm not picking Johnson over Clemens. But uh, I got Lanier over Central Catholic.
all right. So there's no good part, no games on Monday that we need to worry about. Laverne is playing Burbank, so we're good
Right.
on that. So we're off the hook on Monday. And then
Tuesday get
Tuesday,
five.
you're right in
Get five.
reference to well, you got hold on. Because you got district play also for your guys, your Warren and your O'Connors, because those two match up. Um,
We'll talk about them when they get back on the ball. Right now, they're not there. We'll
well, I'm
talk.
just saying, but that's just a personal game that we talk about. We both know we both like both teams. That's why I asked that
That's
question.
a huge seeding game right there.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. Because we're going
let's
to
just
see
call it
who
what it
three and
is.
four is.
That
Right.
game right there is your 3 and 4. Let's just call it what it is. Unless Harlan continues to have a snowball, which I don't see, that's your 3 and 4 right there. With home
Yeah.
with Holmes knocking on somebody's door.
Um.
Coach Vargas is not going to be out the hunt.
Now this is going to be a good game. I wish I can get to Highlands versus Cole.
Good old dog fight right there.
Well, again, Highlands has been making some noise. I donated. Super Sports Media donated some funds to them to support them with their banners. So we went out and we helped them. They found a vendor and we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it, so we went out and we donated to get the banners done. So again, Super Sports Media is trying to make sure we recognize the guys. Not we don't have to always put our hats on the big on district on 6A and 5A like people always say we do. You always chase the big names. Well, it's kind of hard to chase the little names when you ain't playing nobody.
Right.
But again, Cole and Highlands, that's gonna be a good game for both teams.
There's gonna
So
be several. There'll be several little filler big games. We just, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Lanier Central Catholic.
That's gonna be it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go check my
These are all
referee
Tuesday
schedule.
games too, so
I
we
might,
can't be
I might, I
everywhere.
might be in that, but that one there because they both coming off tournament losses, so they both pissed right now. So
Johnson, Clemens,
I'm not Clemens plus 15.
uh, Clark and Bernie champions. That's one just to watch. That's a watch. That's not a. That's a watch. That's a hey. We just watch that game, okay? Just watch that game. And then Thursday, Yeah, you got tournament play. So,
Tournament play. Yeah, yeah.
and then Friday's the day.
That's the
12, 12, 25. That's the game of the week. Game of the week. Number
yeah, yeah,
three, number two versus three. There you go. And then we close out the week.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
They're good.
All right, man. Thank you again. Thank you again. And can't wait to talk to you Wednesday.
Hey, it costs nothing to be kind.
There you go.
It costs nothing to subscribe, like, and share.
There you go. Hit that bell
We're
too.
we're trying to hit that bell. We're trying to do our diligence to support our San Antonio schools, our regional schools, and these kids. So help us out. And then if you got any input, any feedback, reach out.
Definitely reach out. Signing off.